What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be going over what I think could happen in the rest of The Flash as a show. But before we get started, make sure that you guys like, share, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment down below any other video ideas for me. So just a really quick disclaimer, I'm going to say The Flash will last for 10 seasons, so make sure you guys keep that in mind. So let's start off with Season 7. So in the first part of Season 7, we know that Eva is going to be the main villain for the first 3 episodes. And as for the rest of the season, we know that there is a new nightmare type of villain called Psyche. However, I don't think he will be the main villain. I think he will be more of a reoccurring villain like Abracadabra, who has also been confirmed to return this season. But Godspeed should end up being some type of main threat this season, as that has been teased for Season 7 for months. So I'm just going to say that he will end up being the main villain after Eva. Now, they'll obviously do somewhat of a Godspeed storyline. Hopefully they actually have August Hart as Godspeed, and maybe he'll even be like in the CCPD just like he was in the comics, something like that. But anyways, if he dies, if he becomes the anti-hero like he does in the comics, if he just stays a villain as like a reoccurring villain like Reverse Flash, whatever happens to Godspeed, it's going to be fine either way. So that is probably going to be the end of Season 7 right there. Now, after Season 7, a few characters are most likely going to leave the show, such as Joe West and Cisco. So, my prediction is that Season 8 will be more focused on just Barry's storyline, and there won't be as many outside storylines due to characters leaving the show. So, I'm thinking Season 8 could be a season mainly focused on the Speed Force or something else that relates to Barry. I'm also thinking that they will introduce more comic book speedsters in Season 8, such as Bart Allen, the Tornado Twins, or Johnny Quick. I'm definitely thinking the main villain of Season 8 will be a speedster, possibly Red Death, or maybe they'll introduce a comic book speedster villain such as Inertia. Now, obviously, Inertia is more of an Impulse / Bart Allen villain. However, if Bart Allen does end up appearing this season, I think Inertia also has a really great chance to appear in Season 8. Now, as for Season 9, I think that would be a great time to have a villain like Cobalt Blue, or probably some other non-speedster villain, obviously setting up for the Reverse Flash to be the Season 10 main villain, assuming that there will be 10 seasons. So if Reverse Flash is going to be the main villain of the last season, which I'm thinking will be Season 10, then I'm pretty sure that the season before that will end up having a non-speedster main villain. So Season 9 could have an entirely new Team Flash, possibly with all of those other speedster heroes I mentioned before. With the endless possibility of other comic book speedsters appearing as well, I think the later seasons of The Flash are just going to be pure entertainment. And for Season 10, which I think will be the final season, I'm thinking that Reverse Flash will obviously be the main villain, and there will be a lot of Speed Force and time travel related storylines. And then, of course, all that will eventually add up to the events of the future newspaper article that I believe still exists, that talks about the Flash vanishing in a crisis. Now, the reason I think that there's going to be a bunch of time travel and Speed Force type of storylines is because that is super comic book accurate, and I feel like the showrunners are definitely going to try and make the show as comic book accurate as possible in the final season. So I think Barry and Reverse Flash will fight and then disappear and go back in time to the night Barry's mother was murdered. Now, some people may think that there will be like 6 different Flashes there because of Flashpoint, and then at the end of Season 1, Barry just went back in time to see his mom while she was dying, and then all the other times that Reverse Flash and the Flash have all gone back to that night. However, I think because of the changes from Crisis on Infinite Earths, that all of those events will be erased, and it will just be future Thawne and Barry that go back to that night. Then Thawne will begin the Season 1 arc after getting stuck in the past and after killing Nora Allen, and I think Barry might turn into Speed Force energy and become the very lightning bolt that struck him in the first place, just like in the comics. But how Barry becomes Speed Force energy in the first place is still a mystery to me. But yeah, I'd say that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to comment your thoughts on this video down below, as well as your own theories about what could happen in the rest of The Flash as a show. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.